except you be converted and become as a little child, you shall not enter into the kingdom of heaven. What you mean? Right? Can I go back into my mother's womb a second time? Right? And become a little child? Can I literally, mama, if you're on this call, can I get back into your womb? Right? For how many of a month? 9 months. No. But people will look at this in a literal sense, not a figurative or metaphorical sense, and think that that's possible or impossible. They're probably gonna say, "Well, you crazy. You can't do that. That's not possible." But that's not what he means, right? Go ahead, read verses 4.
It says, "Whosoever therefore shall humble himself as this little child, the same is greatest in the kingdom of heaven."
So what he's saying is you need to take on the characteristics, right, of this little child. We've all been children in our lives, right, at some point, and it was a state of innocence, purity, right? A time before the world came in, or we were taught, or tainted, or corrupted, right? Because we didn't know. We didn't have knowledge of how to twerk and make it pop. Are you listening today? Come on, somebody. We didn't have that knowledge, so we were pure and innocent, humble before the bullies started coming into your lives, right? We were childlike and innocent and pure. So the Messiah is saying, unless you be like this little child here, right, you're not going to be able to make it into the kingdom of heaven. But what he's really saying is you need the characteristics, the pure characteristics of a child. Just as a child is humble, right? Therefore, as it says in verse 4, whoever will humble himself as this little child. He's not calling you a child, but if you take on the characteristics of humility as or like or similar to a child in their childlike pure state, uncorrupted state, then you will be the greatest in the kingdom of heaven when it come here on earth. Go ahead, Sister Matthew.
Another thing is children believe.